10-7. Not a very encouraging first half offensively for LSU. There were some things I liked, notably the commitment to running the football, and they have run it successfully. Look, I'm not telling you this is the 2011 team or anything, but Tigers in the first half run it 18 times for 69 yards. Keep in mind, against Ole Miss, they ran it 22 times the entire game. So 18 rushes for 69. They averaged out 3.8 yards a carry. A couple of short yardage situations where you converted. Like to see that. I think the defensive pressure has been awesome. As I look at it here, LSU in the first half has 2 sacks, 3 TFLs, a pick, 5 quarterback hurries. So the defensive pressure has been really good. The one exception was you lost contain on the 72-yarder. But for one play, the 72-yarder, and Cooley had a shot to make the tackle in the open field, went high and missed him. But for the 72-yard run, you're pretty flawless defensively. I mean, obviously you could say, aside from that, how was the play, Mrs. Lincoln? I mean, it's a big play in the game. It's why you're in a 10-7 game. But then the 2 biggest plays, allowing them to bust the 72-yarder, and then Juwan Johnson fumbling at the 1-yard line. You're going in for a score there, and really taking command of the game if you convert, and you just didn't. So Nuss looks better physically tonight. I think everyone can agree to that. They're talking about it incessantly on the broadcast, and I get it. It's a big story. Chris Hilton dropped the deep ball. That would have been. I'm not looking at where. Let's see. They were at the 37-yard line. They were at their own 37, and that was down around 15 or so. So you're talking. That's good. That was a good 55 yarder. That Hilton dropped. He's got to catch that ball. There's no way around it. I don't know if they'll officially rule it a drop. That's a drop. You got to catch that ball. So even still, let's see, Nuss in the first half was 13 of 21 for 124, a touchdown and a pick. The pick sucked. You got a situation right there at the end of the first half where you're going in your 4-minute offense. You get Hilton drops that ball, you still convert the beautiful play on the sideline. The throw that Nuss made to Caden Durham on the sideline might be his best throw of the year. And then that interception was on 3rd and 12 after Trey's false started. So you had 3rd and 7, false starts, 3rd and 12, and he had Kyle Parker open. Threw it behind him and was picked, so that sucked. But defense came up with a couple of stops there at the end of the half. Just a couple other notes. Cohen Eccles started at left guard, played the whole first half at left guard. No Aaron Anderson. Jamari Butler went to the locker room. I was told by Gordy on the sideline. Jamari Butler went to the locker room and with an ankle injury. A lot of bad, though. Juwan Johnson's fumble, unsportsmanlike conduct on Bauer Sharp made you kick off deeper in your own territory. Pass interference and defensive holding on Tamarcus Cooley. Hilton's drop, the interception by Nuss. Xavier Thomas, what are you doing running around by the goal line at the end of the half? There's a lot of bad. That's a lot of bad. So way more bad than good in the first half, but you lead 10-7. So, we'll see what they can do in the second half. The good news is your defense is playing great. They're down. South Carolina came into this game down 3 offensive linemen. Jason said put Kern at guard. I agree with you completely. Let me rephrase. I don't know. I think Eccles is playing fine. I don't think Cohen Eccles is your problem. Your problem is Weston Davis. And I don't mean to call out a young person, but Weston Davis has been really bad this year and continues to play poorly. And he's playing poorly tonight, and he's having a hell of a time with Dylan Stewart. Now, Dylan Stewart's a great player. He's a former 5-star who was awesome last year, freshman All-American, and might one day be a first-round pick. But they're trying to give him help over there with Bauer Sharp, but it's just, not great. Let's see. What else do I have? And Kyle Parker's playing well. It's nice to see Tradez get involved. Tradez leading receiver right now, 4 catches for 47 yards. He had the big one. I mean, the fumble. Tradez, it was 3rd and 8, and Tradez gets the 19-yard catch down to the 7-yard line to set you up. And then you Juwan Johnson fumbles going into the end zone. I mean, it's such a shame, man. I mean, your defense is playing so good, and your defense is look, South Carolina is terrible offensive. That's a bad team, but your defense is doing what a good defense should do to a bad team, and they're making it really, really difficult for them. Sellers, I charted. There's 5 pressures. You can chart that. There was at least 3 times that LSU had hands on him. They forced multiple throwaways. They forced a intentional grounding. You're 3 of 8 on 3rd down. You've run 39 plays. They've run 38. You're averaging 4.9 a play. They're averaging 4.8. And keep in mind, they're averaging 4.8 with a 72-yarder in there. So they have not gotten into the red zone yet. Time of possession, 16 minutes and change to 13 minutes and change. LSU, each team lost a fumble. Nuss hasn't been sacked, but he has been hit. So, I don't know, man. The really disappointing thing is, and then you had Ramos makes a field goal. Chadwick booms a 71-yarder. You're good on defense. You're good on special teams. Your offense just isn't any good, man. And I don't know who before the season started could have seen this coming. We talked plenty about the offensive line. That's the fact that the offensive line is struggling is not a surprise tremendously. You got 5 new starters, and we spent so much time in the offseason talking about the line. You're replacing 5 starters. But to not be able to compensate in some way, to have had all the time they've had to find something that works is just, so disappointing. And so, how much better? See, I just saw someone said Bama's going to drop 50. I fundamentally disagree with that. Your defense is really good. This defense ain't giving up 50 to anybody. And Ty Simpson's playing well. He is. But their offensive line isn't great. They struggle to run the ball. J.M. Miller got hurt today. See what his someone said, "Oh my God, the mirror. What's wrong with the mirror? You want me to move? You want to see a blank wall? Sorry." Sorry. I saw someone put, oh my God, the mirror. So I don't know what you want me to do. Put the TV on. I don't know. Then you got lights either way. I don't know. Well, man, fuck you. Sorry, not really. I'm sure you're a nice guy, whatever. But the mirror's the mirror, whatever. How's that bothering anybody? Expensive roster for 7, but they're not going 7-5, That's the kind of thing that's annoying. Love the mirror. Thank you. Yeah, man. I don't know how you're hanging all of this on Nuss, because the thing is, you saw Garrett Nussmeier throw for 4,000 yards a year ago. It's not like he can't do it. He's constantly under duress. It's the mirror's on point. And someone said that's last year. It doesn't fucking matter if it was last year or 10 years ago. The point is you fucking saw him do it is the point. He's physically capable of doing it. What's different? So answer this question, okay? Answer the question. This is really easy. What's different? You got a quarterback who started for you last year, threw for 4,000 yards, leading returning passer in the country. You got Anderson and Hilton and Thomas and Durham, and you add Barry and Brown, and you add trade as Green's back, and you add Nick Anderson. So tell me what's different. Tell me what's different. Tell me what's different. What's different? You know the answer. What's different? What's different? And don't give me the bullshit he didn't work hard this summer. I don't know where I don't know where Mike Scarborough got that, but to roll that out there without citing anything is kind of well, that's cite your source if you're going to say something like that. That's some bullshit. Anyway, but back to my point. And answer the point. Same play caller, same quarterback, great weapons, offensive. What's different? You have 5 new starters on the offensive line. It ain't hard to figure out what's going on. Like, their offensive line stinks. Like, we've been talking about the offensive line since the first day of spring. We've been looking at the offensive line. They stink. They can't run block. They can't pass block. Their offensive line stinks. They should have gone heavier in the portal. They went and added 2 guys. They added Thompson and Braylon Moore. It wasn't enough. They should have gone. Instead of adding Barry and Brown and Nick Anderson, they should have gotten 2 more offensive linemen. That's the problem. So can they get better? Sure, they can get better. Are they going to be good enough to be good? Probably not. So anyway, opening my second bottle of wine for the second half. Let's see. See, someone said, what about the underthrow? What about a miss? That's the problem. Like, you're expecting him to be perfect because he needs to be perfect. Because your offensive line is bad. You struggle to run the ball. Like, that's the problem, right? You need him to be perfect. I mean, the one play, the interception, he had Parker open. That was a bad throw. Objectively, bad throw when he had Parker open. And then on the first drive, they spot shattered it where he had Tradez. I'm sorry, it was the second drive on 3rd and 3 where he had Tradez, where they kicked the field goal, where Tradez kind of settled and kept drifting and us expected him to stick. And so it was behind him. Those are the 2 throws I would say I look and I go, those 2. The first one, I mean, the one to Tradez was more Tradez, just a lack of communication. The one to Parker was that got intercepted was the bad throw. So the light in the mirror. Well, that's why I moved over, so you didn't have the reflection of the. There you go. There you go. All right. We'll do a post-game show. Aaron, someone said, where's Anderson? Anderson's not playing. He's dressed, but he's not playing. We'll see if Jamari Butler plays in the second half. I mean, look, let's talk about Nuss. He's 13 of 21 for 124 and a score and a pick. Hilton catches that ball. He's 14 of 21 for 175, and you're probably up 17-7. I mean, whatever. All right, we'll do post game. So, however you're watching right now, we'll be here right when the game ends. So, do me a favor, please smash the like button if you would. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all for being here. I know it's an ugly first half, man. I ain't sugarcoating anything. I get it. Defense is great. Special teams is great. Offense is what it is. And you had a week to prepare. And it's all rooted in the fact that you can't block. So, sucks. Hopefully they can continue to get better. We'll see how much better they can get. I don't think they've hit their ceiling, but I just think the ceiling is obviously going to be much lower than I and probably a lot of people thought for this offense. Coming in, I think we all assumed the offense would be fine because you returned so much from a year ago of an offense that was really good. And the defense was going to be like, all right, how can all these transfers assimilate? Well, the defense has been great, and the offense has just gone into the tank, man. 10 points against South Carolina in the first half. So, as far as the game itself, y'all, it's 10-7. Carolina's getting the ball to start the second half. Defense has been great. You got to go get a stop. You got to get a stop and get a score, man. Let your defense not be playing with so much pressure on it all the time. So, anything else? I'm looking at my notes. Anything else? See if Butler plays in the second half. If not, we'll see. Keep an eye on that. If Butler doesn't play in the second half, see what they do at end. Because remember, you're without Relaford, so it really just become a three-man rotation with Pyburn, Payton, and Butler. And now no Butler. We'll see if Dylan Carpenter plays. Maybe some of the other young guys get in there. Something worth watching in the second half on the defense. So, all right. All right, let's bounce. Y'all smash the like button, please. Subscribe to the channel. We'll be here. We'll be here post game. So look forward to seeing y'all then. I'll have a cigar from Bocock Brothers. I'll be out in the back patio with the fire pit lit, with a cigar and a whiskey, and ready to talk and answer all your questions and listen to all of you complain. All right, go Tigers. See y'all.